Hi Taurus, and welcome to your December reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus. But sorry, got caught in my throat. But if you're cross-watching or you just clicked this video out of curiosity, there's a message in it for you, and I hope you hear all that you need. Okay, let's dig in. As far as the first week of December, energies that can be expected to come in. You guys have the 8 of Wands that came out, followed by the 3 of Cups and the Page of Coins. Coming into the second and third week of December, potential obstacles that may come through. If not, you may have already experienced this, right? Because energy is fluid. But what came up was the Devil card with the King of Swords and the 8 of Coins. And then coming into the last week of December, ways to overcome or just overall energies that you might experience. You have the Queen of Swords that came out with the 5 of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune. I do want to make mention though that the 9 of Coins did want to show itself, but it wasn't the card that was at the bottom of the deck. It tried to flip out, but I'm trying to stay with a 9 card spread. But so yeah, I'll talk about that potentially. But at the bottom of the deck, you also have the 2 of Swords. So I feel like you guys are second guessing certain decisions that you may need to make or may have already made, and that is going to affect your vibration. Because if you look at this card, you can see like the rings, and like it's going from descending to ascending order. I'm not really sure how I'm trying to articulate that, but like you see how it's just like surrounding her. It looks like an auric field. And it looks like the coins are vibrating. So vibration can be affected by way of you second guessing yourself and your thoughts and your decisions. I'm also getting a sense that you guys aren't necessarily being as practical as you might need to be here with the King of Swords and the 8 of Coins. Somebody's not acting in a professional manner in the corporate realm, potentially like in career, or this can be you. And it can also be you being just a little too uptight, or those in your external environment are too uptight, because this very well can be your energy here at the top with the 8 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and the Page of Coins, where you're just feeling like light, you know, and happy, very vibrant, and just exuding positive energy, you know, just being lighthearted, a lot of things to celebrate and or be appreciative of overall, right? You have a lot to be thankful for. And I mean, Thanksgiving did just pass, so I feel like you guys are still in that state of thankfulness for all that is and all that has transpired over the course of this past year, you know, all of the good that has come into your life despite any of the obstacles you may have had to face here, despite any temptations that may have always tried to like make themselves known and to kind of beat you down and put you in a dark space, make you feel like you can never set yourself free from the shackles of your fleshy desires, if that's what it was, any drug habits that you may have had, any drinking habits that you may have had that were negative, any codependent behaviors that you may have exuded, any forces of manipulation just at all, right? And mind control, social programming that you've tried to free yourself from. So whatever this double energy is, you may be dealing with a Capricorn, maybe struggling with how to get through to them, is what I'm getting with like the Devil card. So you may be dealing with the Capricorn again. This may be your own energy. I do believe Saturn is in the sign of Capricorn, which Swords energy does also like relate to like Saturn, which talks all about needing to understand your limitations, right? Needing not to live in excess where it could be to the detriment of you and those involved with you, right? Needing to learn how to be generous, but also when to pull back, you know? So that can be what you're dealing with and having to work through for the month of December. If you feel like you have been, I'm just going to say like overspending on things, you know, living very lavishly, then what you're going to need to focus on by the second and third week of December. And of course, I know like the holidays are coming, so you're kind of wanting to go the extra mile here, which I'm definitely getting with this Eight of Wands energy and the Page of Coins, as far as like getting gifts for the people that you care about, which can also be what the Three of Cups talks about, because it's like loving gestures, right? And presentations and giving of the heart. So I know that you guys care about a lot of people and you want to show that through gift giving, but you have to make sure that you are putting money away for a rainy day. I definitely feel like you guys are trying to get your finances in order, or you will need to. If you live in an 8 home, I'm getting that with this Eight of Wands and the Eight of Coins. You know, the number 8 vibrationally in numerology, it talks about like miracles as far as finances are concerned, but it's also where you learn your greatest lesson with money. So if you live in an 8 home, it's like you see a lot of money come in, but you might also lose a lot of money, you know? So it's all about how to budget. That is what the 8 is supposed to teach you, outside of you seeing abundance in other areas in life, as well as like in your financial sector. So just beware of that if you know like that's where you live. And how you add that up is just like the address of your home. So like if you live in a house and your house number is 1808, you add the 18, 0 and the 8, you know, the 0 cancels out, so you're really just adding the 2 8s and the number 1, so it's 1617. Oh, that, hey, come on, Spirit, I like how that worked out. I didn't even plan that, but like, so 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17, and then you add the 17, you reduce it down. So 1 plus 7 is 8, and that's how you would figure that out. You don't have to factor in your zip code or anything like that, because you want to stick with the numbers that are specific to where you live. So if that didn't make sense, like if you live in an apartment number, like you live in 2222 Lovers Lane, apartment 808. Right? So you're only going to add the apartment number to figure out the vibration of the space that you're living in, and not the 2222 part of the Lover's Lane, nor the zip code, because that's more general. Like you don't have to add those together. So that's how you figure it out if you don't know. But just understand that with these 8s here, it's going to be a period where you're going to be tested as far as like where your boundaries lie with how much you spend and or give, right? That's what I want to say. But as far as coming into the end of the month with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, you do have counterparts. You might be dealing with an air sign. An air sign might be coming in to show you parts of yourself that you still need to work on here with the 5 of Coins, because you know the number 5 in numerology talks about rapid changes, things needing to be addressed as well. So again, you don't want to be living out in the cold. You don't want to put yourself in a position where 5 weeks from now, 5 months from now, your pockets are hurting and you can't really afford things that you might need more so than what you may desire at this time. What looks good and what feels good at this time to have, right? You want to make sure that you're being very smart. Somebody might be coming in, a financial planner, a business person, somebody that is very professional and can help you. If you feel like professionalism has been your disadvantage as an individual, is something that you need to work on, like tact and diplomacy. If you feel like you need to be more strategic in life and in the things that you're doing, this person can manifest in your external environment. It can also be a maternal figure, or this can be somebody else that's coming into your life if you are a single individual. But just be careful with this person and learning this person. They have their guard up because they have been hurt before in matters of the heart. So it's like a defense mechanism. So just don't expect for them to be so open and vulnerable and as carefree as you are here energetically up at the top. Don't allow their vibration to affect yours either. Just come to a place where you understand what makes them tick and what has caused them to be the way that they are. Maybe you can help loosen them up. Maybe you are the one that is a little too uptight and somebody's coming in to loosen you up, right? So that you can appreciate the energy. But then coming to the end of the month, you know, you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So positivity is coming in. Things can change. The wheel is turning, and it can turn in your favor. And a lot of good things that you have, you know, been planting and that you have been working on, especially if it's creative. Or if it's just in matters of behavior, or in matters of communication, or in matters of overall health and aesthetics and beauty, and just, again, like mindset, states of gratitude and appreciation. Like, you're coming into more of that energy by the month. Floodgates do open up for you to have that, for you to also enjoy things. Like, I don't want to be the type of person that comes off as like a mom and like, oh, you need to watch every dollar that you spend, because you should be able to absolutely rest in your laurels if you know that you are a hardworking individual, and you understand like you can't take anything with you when you die. I absolutely get that. But again, you have to just be careful about like how much you're spending in like short amounts of time, if that makes sense. You want to protect the money, because like, say for instance, you have a car, you know what I'm saying, you never know when a tire might burst. Do you have enough saved up to be able to cover that? Or if you need a new engine, or if you need, like, if you have a health scare, or if somebody in your family has a health scare and they can't like make a full payment on what they need to cover themselves. Like, insurance, you guys need to have insurance, is what I'm saying. And everything that you're doing this month, you need to make sure that you're covered. Okay, you need to make sure that you won't be a liability, and that you are more of an asset to yourself and to those in your surrounding. You should also be able to be that type of person that can teach these people if they have that I don't want to say lackluster mentality, but like they weren't smart enough with their finances, and so they become liabilities on you. You should be able to teach them how to better handle, again, and or budget their money. That's just what I'm getting. As far as partnership, that can be good. Again, this is somebody that can complement you, or is just starkly different from you. Again, might just be a little bit more uptight, a little bit more serious, a little bit more standoffish. I don't want to necessarily say cold-hearted individual, but again, due to certain circumstances and the way that they were like raised or brought up, or just their environment, and things that they may have come from before they met you, right? Because before the 5 of coins is the 4 of coins, and the 4 relates to your 4th house, which does speak about like karma, right, from past lives or in this lifetime that you have to deal with. So maybe they're coming from like being beaten up, you know, from a karmic lesson, and so you're going to have to be a little bit more patient with this individual. Not that there is a lack of love there, but they just want to make sure that, you know, they are using their gift of discernment, and that they've learned and can integrate the lessons from these potentially painful experiences, or where they feel like they were like abandoned, right, and or forgotten about, or have forgotten about themselves, you know, because they didn't, again, have those healthy boundaries. Maybe you can just teach them that, or reinforce and be that beacon of light for them, that you are, or in a sense, like you are a vibrational match to the lessons that they learned, right? You're their confirmation then, in a sense. So there's a lot to look forward to, okay, Taurus? Now, as far as your chakras are concerned, what's here is all of them. So balance all of them. And at this time, if what I said did resonate, you know, give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe for more. And do also absolutely hit me up in my email if you are interested in booking a private reading to delve more into these energies, if certain things resonated for you but you need more clarification, okay? I'm here for you guys. Sorry if my voice sounds shitty. I am sick, but I can't allow for, you know, this little cold to get me down and to stop me from getting these readings out for you guys, okay? So yeah, that's all I have for you guys for now. I will talk to you in the mid-month, okay? Enjoy December until then.